So I got into A levels, yeah, and last week was my first day. Was I had my introductory day at the sixth form. So sixth form in the UK or around, and I think anywhere in the world is basically the place where you do A levels. So I had my first day yesterday, and instantly I knew that this academic year of mine, 2022-2023, was gonna be like none other I've ever had before. You know how I found out? Literally from the first day is because every other first day, every other academic year that I've ever had before, the first day was basic. It was bad. No self-confidence, no social skills, social anxiety through the roof, off the leash, whatever phrase. Self-image was down bad. Self-esteem was down bad. No self-respect. The list goes on, man. You know it. And this time was completely different because you know how? Because 1st January, exactly 1st January, I remember that date. I decided to change my life around. Yeah, I've got my towel. Oh, I kept my towel hanging on the sheet. Oh, man. Ignore that, yeah? Ignore the towel. I don't really care. So 1st January 2022, exactly this year, I decided to get into self-improvement. And ever since then, life has not been the same. It'll never be the same, man. This time, you know how it was. The first day, self-confidence. More than ever before. No social anxiety. Like literally, you know, people suffer with social anxiety. Like it's a severe problem for them. No social anxiety. Self-respect. I had self-respect. I respected myself. I had a good self-image. I was talking to loads of people because, you know, I had the right mindset. I was making new friends on the first day. Because I had the mindset. I made a video on this, but I'll give you a brief explanation. So the right mindset to go in on a first day is to literally think that, okay, I'm anxious, but so are these other people. That you think that you're the only person who's anxious in this world. No, bro. Every other person who's around you literally feels the same. They pop out of your little bubble, man. You're not special. So, anxiety, you're not the only person who suffers with it. I suppose there's a room, and every person in that room has the same problem. And if one person decides to step up with the solution, open his mouth about it, give other people a solution, other people will look up to him. Of course they will. So in this case, everyone's anxious, and you'll be the confident guy. You'll be the cool guy. You'll be the fun guy to be around. You'll be the guy who has no anxiety. And of course, all these anxious perks will look up to you. Of course they'll want to be your friend, man. You think you're being socially awkward? You're really not, bro. The other person is trembling. Yeah, well, you're talking to him, you're stuttering, and he's trembling. He's thinking on the first day, bro, will I make friends? What if I don't make friends? That's his mindset, yeah? And you can fix that. Because they're not on self-improvement. I'll talk about myself. This was my mindset. I knew that I've been on self-improvement for months. And these people are not self-improvement. So I could literally give them a taste of what it's like to, you know, like have the right mindset, you know what I mean? And so I've made videos on exactly like making friends on literally the first day. I've made a video on the mindset you need. I'm not gonna link them, bro. Like, come on. I've got like 20 videos on my channel. Like, scroll down, you can find the video. I'm pretty sure it's in the name. It's in the title. And I've also made a one for social skills, wearing the exact same shirt. So, actually, you know what? This was not the point of this video. What I wanted to point out in this video was, ever since the first day, ever since the introductory day at the sixth form, every single person that I've met, and trust me, I've met a lot of people, because again, I told you I got the right mindset. I keep making friends, but I just can't stop, you know what I mean? So, almost every single, nah, bro, this is scary. Every single person that I've talked to. So I have this thing that basic convo starter. I asked them, okay, which A-level subjects are you doing? Which other A-level subjects are you doing? For example, if they're in biology class, I go to biology class, I meet my classmates, I said, okay, other than biology, which other subjects are you doing? And then if the convo goes a bit deeper, I'll ask them, okay, you chose these subjects at A-level. What do you want to do after A-levels? What are your plans for life? Like, do you think about it? Because all of them were like, bro, they look they look so uncomfortable. They look sad. They look bored. You know, like, so one of the purpose in a man's life has been set, and that is fatherhood. I'm giving you an example. That is fatherhood. You see cats and dogs. When you want to chill them out, like for example, your cat gets into a lot of fights. You want to chill it out. You cut off its balls. It becomes sad because you've taken away its a major purpose of his life. You've taken away his purpose. It's got no purpose now. It's got look. It can literally go around, do anything, and it will never be able to fulfill its purpose, which is to have kids. That's an example. Think about it. It really applies to humans as well. And these people, these classmates of mine, were sitting there like castrated cats. No offense, man. Like, come on. So I asked them, I asked them about what they wanted to do after, A levels, and they said, okay, man, like if everything turns out right, I might go to uni. You know what I mean? I said, okay, so other than that, like what's like, if you can't go into uni, then what are you gonna do? The, oh man, I'll try apprenticeships. Oh my god, are you really kidding me, bro? Are you that narrow-minded? Like there's nothing other to your life other than university and apprenticeship? Like there should be a higher purpose, man. And then the one of the guys that I was talking about this, he said that that's where religion comes in. That's true. Religion gives you purpose. Have you ever seen an atheist with a solid purpose? No, it's all make believe. No, bro, you might be an atheist. You might have a go at me, but go ahead. I don't care. That's the truth. I hope I don't get banned on YouTube, man. No, I won't. I won't. People say much worse stuff than that. And bro, this one guy I was talking to, he said that I'm just gonna go with the flow. People do say that. They say I'm gonna go with the flow. You know what the flow is? Though, don't fall off, man. You know what the flow is? Flow is going to uni, getting a stupid job, 9 to 5. That's the flow, because that's what all average people do. And the flow, for you, the flow is the average people. You don't want to go with the flow, man. You want to go against the flow. Bro, you really think that setting big goals, having big dreams is stupid? No, it's really not, man. Like, okay, and then these guys, they asked me that what I wanted to do in life. You know what my response was? I said, I've already started business. That's why I'm taking A-level business. I've never done it before. I'm only doing it out of interest. I want to do business so that I can develop my skills in my own business. I can become a billionaire. Bro, big goals, yeah. I can become rich. And by the end of my life, I'll be leading a nation. I said that, bro. I said that. I'm proud of it, man. I said I'm gonna be leading a nation. They started laughing. When I should be the one laughing at them, because this is their mind, man. This is what they think. Like their vision is like, when your vision should be like this. I don't know if you've been taught this or it's just your own mindset that setting big goals, having these big dreams, like these unrealistic dreams, is stupid. But that's really not. Okay, let's say it is. It actually is from the viewpoint of an average person. This is stupid. Setting big unrealistic goals is stupid. From the viewpoint of an average person. But the thing is, you don't want to be average, do you? You don't really want to be average. You want to be extraordinary. And so if you want to be extraordinary, you gotta think extraordinary. You gotta think stupid. A normal person thinks that, okay, bro, I'll get a 9 to 5 job. According to these average people, a stupid person says that he's gonna become a billionaire. Bro, to do extraordinary things, you gotta think stupid. There's nothing wrong with setting big goals. I'm gonna talk about the placebo effect now. I think I need to over here. The placebo effect, we now know through scientific research that is true. And I'm not going to talk about the exact scientific research, the things they use. But I'm going to talk about the exact idea. Let's suppose there's a patient and you give that patient a medicine, a pill. You tell them that this pill is the cure to your disease. And even though that pill will not chemically cure his disease, just because, merely because his brain believes that it will, as soon as that pill enters his body, his disease starts getting its treatment. That's the placebo effect. And that's been working on me, bro. Why do you think that I felt like laughing at these... Why do you... Why do you think I felt like laughing at these narrow-minded people? Because I have believed that I can achieve amazing things. The placebo effect is the only thing that allows me to continue dreaming big, setting big goals that are unrealistic. Because when you start believing big, you start believing that you will become a billionaire. You start acting like one. Your life changes its route. It starts aligning with the life of a billionaire. You get more urges, bro. You get more urges. Instead of playing video games, you get the urge to go work hard, to work on a business, to develop new skills. That's the placebo effect. Bro, your job is to aim to achieve. Your job is to believe that you can achieve. I can literally sit here and force my mind into believing that I'll become a billionaire in a year. In the next year, I'll become a billionaire. This is my mind. There's like, bro, there's nothing wrong with thinking that. This is your own mind. You're here to command your own mind. Your mind is not here to command you. So your part is the part where you believe. The part where you achieve is completely in the hands of God. It's not in your hands, bro. So what you can do is you can believe. You can work, you can try, that's your part. And there's nothing wrong with it, there's completely nothing wrong with that. You see all these rich billionaires, people that you think are successful, they believed, they obviously did. Most of them were not born rich, most of them worked themselves, they believed from rags to riches. Their belief system and the fact that they tried and didn't give up is the reason they are where they are right now. So basically believe and try, do not give up. The rest is completely in God's hands, man. You cannot do anything about it. What do people think is, wrong to set these big goals? And there's a really good quote I want to end with, man. It says something like, I don't know who said this, but it says something like this. If you aim for the stars and you miss, you'll still end up on the clouds, way above everyone else. That's what your mindset should be. Have humility and set the habit of thinking big. There's nothing wrong with it. Open your mind up, man. Stop being a little boy. Safe.